Hello everyone, my name is Barendipitous, and welcome to another episode of Pyre. Okay, something had just occurred to me. No way, they're back already, Dad. Sorry, some people are chatting on the Discord. So I was thinking about this thing, like blocking airborne adversaries. Like, I think I would value some of these others a bit more than this. Honestly, having more of these is pretty good. Yeah, I know I said I would save 4 of this one that's worth 200. I've been doing well enough without it, really. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. Alright, here we go. Is everyone prepared, Edwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rites this night. What happens if we fail? Edwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieved victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance, and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. The plan's current probability of success, 16%. Huh. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. How do they calculate that? The plan's current success is 16%? Huh.
Many years have passed since last the Night Wings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader. But only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then appointed one of the Tempers. Come forth now, and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Night Wings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. You know who I am already. But look at what we got here. The darned Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jodario. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages, not in these darned roads. Jodario's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied? Whoa. You must be new. Jodario soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk. Ha! I like you, curly horns. Tell you what. Once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I should rather cut my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now, come on! Ignarius puts his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. One thing I've been wondering, these demon masks, they're all the same, but like they don't fit the horns at all. Like, do their horns just like magically fit in there somehow? I don't know. Ashen Coal, oh gosh. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Rita, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Unworthy. So it's all those who have reached level 3 in their enlightenment. Well, it can't be Ruki, unfortunately. I want it to be either Jodario or Hedwyn. Well, Hedwyn he's the most enlightened. I haven't done his thing yet, his preparation ritual thing. His scribe trials, that's it. Maybe he doesn't have a scribe trial. Because Faye is of the same quote-unquote class as Hedwyn is. She has she uses the human mask as well as Hedwyn. Sorry, this is taking me a while. Huh. Would have been nice to learn more about him. Although, a bit metagaming here, but that's kind of what wikis are for, right? The Pyre wiki or something. But anyway, I'm inclined to set Hedwyn free, honestly. He has been the nicest one to me in the beginning of the game. I think he deserves it the most. Aye, if you insist. Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well, then. Under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eased liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Hedwyn the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate, to strive alongside Hedwyn the Deserter to see to his return in glory?
Who shall lend him support?
She has the lowest enlightenment right now, so we'll do that. You got it, reader, darling. Haven't had Ruki come on for a while. Yeah, sure. No pressure, right, chum? Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the lone minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then let us all begin. Nightwings! Been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. Dang it. Come on, get the thing! I was being careless. Alright. I'm digging the music, though. Wow. Okay. Fetch. Okay. Yeah! You good for nothing, Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Darn it. I used to be the best. At this at least. But now, the pressure's getting to me. I can't believe it's getting to me. Oh, Moira. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up.
The demon whom you face was once a man, long since tainted by the downside, or rather by his crimes. I suspect his penance is not yet.
Oh, man.
The rite has nearly ended.
Dang it. I need one more hit, man.
The Nightwings proved their worth, an outcome which left little room for doubt. Thus ends the liberation rite, and thus the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the commonwealth.
Oh, all 8 of the scribes are pointing upwards.
Terry and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Gah, what a joke. We should have had this. Messages here. Alright. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Dang it! Can I read people's minds as the reader? Nightwings! Be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. Oh, the human sage is going up. We did it. Then, I guess that means I have to go. Oh, the robe turns white. I broke my vow to him that we would all go free together. Reader, my friends, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Of course. I thought you deserved this. First of all, I can only do one at a time. Vikani, wait for me. Wait for me. He remains silent for a moment longer, then... Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there's anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it, and I'm going to do it. And, at the very least, I'll do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight, into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible, but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Raider, everyone, goodbye. Until we see each other. Hedwyn earned back his freedom. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Hedwyn. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too? I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Deals more damage. That would be nice. You accelerate faster. I'll do this one.
May the scribes have mercy on us all.
After your victory over the Tempers in the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I'm going to miss that guy. It is quieter now, but we'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Wait, what about the stars? They don't seem to wait around for us. About that. Rita, go see for yourself. Like, where do we go now? Like, we're here. The night sky over Mount Elodiel is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Hedwyn as you look toward the heavens. You gaze into the darkness of night. You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions. Yes, as the book foretells, this is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. And when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn there. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me should the Night Wings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. Current probability of success, 23. How do they figure that, I wonder? I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, especially unacquainted with the rites. But, in the end, I felt like he was worth a shot. Someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities speak volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. It looks like someone on Discord, Trav, asked me a question here. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a moment to read it. Ratstein worked with Darius's mom, and Aid was Apser's personal AI, and directly hinted to me in text that Apser technology was not unlike what makes it a Trinemesis. So would that mean Darius is working with the family organization in some way? Seems a bit incoherent, but it's fragments of memory I put together from a thought I had last night. So I'm going to say it's quite possible. It's quite possible Darius is still connected with quote unquote the family in the Apser universe. But then again, that same family attacked Apser. After what transpired between Apser and Jagger and Jones. Yeah, Sonic Castle is telling me I should move it to conspiracy theories. He's right. Lilith gave some disc to young Darius, which probably had some of that alien tech. All right. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Well, there's nothing left for it. Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier, let me illuminate the way. Moonlight Alcove. Small landing on the dark side, excuse me, of the sacred mountain. It's like a shelter or something to just kind of wait. Wolfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Oh? You find Wolfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, Rita. This wagon and I, we've many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. I'd love to know all of these things, but I'm more curious about this. You express interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be and Wolfred's past connection to the group. I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me, in a manner as I understood, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile named Elissa. and another known as Oralek. Once in a while, we met we let little Tizo stand with us as well, who was rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Erisa, we lost her. And Oralek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodiel. We lost him as well on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the Rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet it is too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Night Wings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership and perhaps a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my boy. Oh, I can learn more. Okay. You ask Wolford about his past in the Commonwealth and how it is he came to be in the downside. How rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nevertheless, I'm happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the high-wing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not for long enough. Here on the downside I chanced upon the Night Wings, who were searching for a leader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? You ask Wolford about his history with the Lone Minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Darlik was here with the Night Wings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen, although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then. Really? Cheerful now? Still seems rather like melancholy or even morose sometimes. More cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rites and the Night Wings. I've tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Although it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nevertheless, though I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Night Wings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? He thanked Volford for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Answering a message. Well, bide your time. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside. Its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back your freedom, one by one. Many moons pass. Then, one evening... May I have a moment, reader? The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites. New chapters revealed! Yes! Finally! As has been your learning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there's something you may wish to see. Please follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, sir. The stars shine like you've never seen. Once more the path towards salvation is revealed, but now something is different. The stars shine once more. What the heck is that? Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed to you a single path. But now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth you may choose from several different rites. Oh. Maybe down here. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. The stars urge that we go to the Ridge of Gold, a long way off. Volfred, sir. How are we to reach the Ridge of Gold in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but you cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon here at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advanced, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites, this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Message. Exactly how many is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, Rita. Your companions had not travelled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spread throughout the group. So, I'm guessing, like, we made this whole journey, and now we kind of make an expedited version of that journey until we reach the Liberation Rite again, so we can set someone else free. Okay. Oh, another... Someone's talking about the behind you thing in dare.exe. I think it's actually referring to next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the Black Wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. Can we fast travel now? With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Volfred beckons you to join him in the wagon. It can fly. I see a sail here. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, Rita, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. After having soared into the sky, the Black Wagon remains aloft somehow. Oh, by the scribes! Oh man, this is exciting. This may not be the first time for him. Impossible. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There's one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The Black Wagon can fly! Seek landing near the Ridge of Gold. Hey, what's the big idea, huh? Oh, it's you, Nightwings, come to rub it in again, I guess. We Tempers, we have been trading flames with you who knows how long. So what, you got us once or twice already. Matter of time before we go and get you back. So you might want to keep that in mind next time you go messing with these hordes, hear me? Now get out of my sky! Yonder lies the Ridge of Gold. Somewhat less imposing when viewed from this vantage point, do you not agree, reader? The myths of the downside hold that it is no mere ridge of stone, but the remains of Lord Gandroth, once slain by Golgothanion himself. Though perhaps such tales are of little import now, when you stand to confront the fate there in just a short while. As you fly aloft over the area of Downside Prairie, where first your path diverged, you see Rookie looking down at the lands below. You know, chum, I gotta say, I never did get over you taking us through Bloomingpool that first time, way back when. Really? To think that someone of your character would side with Jody rather than myself. It is fortunate for our sake that the reader does not often heed your advice, Greentail. Hey, that's cold, Jody. My chum here listens to me at every turn, I'll have you know, except for that first time. A shame we shall never know what delights awaited us at Hollowroot. Oh, you missed out, you mark my words. We'd all be riding in style by now, rather than sputtering about in this old thing. No doubt. Despite how it appeared to you at first, they both seemed to be in good spirits, reminiscing about old times. Oh, okay, that's good. I thought Ruki was like legitimately upset about it. Like, sorry, man. I can only choose one, apparently. Well, we've never been here before, so here we are. You make a successful landing in Downside Prairie, near the southern edge of the downside. Memories of having first met Headwind, Jodario, and Ruki come flooding back. Your companions assist with a routine inspection of the wagon. Pamitha reports that the wagon's hull is well intact and did not suffer damage during flight. Tizo observed small fractures on the edges of the wing flaps, though on further scrutiny this proves to not be cause for much concern. Everything else seems to be in order. The rest of the group got through the flight without incident. You should have some time to explore the vicinity before continuing onward toward the Ridge of Gold by land. Sir Gilman is shivering there after the Black Wagon's maiden voyage to the skies.
Master Reader, this knight is very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case.
Pamitha overhears and joins you. Flying's not for everyone, Sir Knight.
This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it he has yet to understand.
Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion?
Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface.
Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and now you have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. Nice. Aha! Wait, what's up with all this? So white? Huh, okay. Living in exile. In the words of Jomir Menimane, the Alpha Chief, once I too roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called chief. I traveled all the world over on my 4 good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Okay. Continue your journey to reveal more pages, spend soul to slug market, return to different regions. Okay. Forsaken lands. Wait, are there more pages here? Yeah, there are. There's a lot of pages here. I'll probably read them on my own, honestly. Oh, there aren't more pages for the second one. But there are more here. In the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch. Our realm via a single artery, the river named for our prestigious sap colleague Lusclorian. That river gushes into seeming nothingness. That seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside southern edge we call the Sandfolds is a deserted wasteland speaking well to its land's lack of hospitality. Here the strength of many who survived the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairie, a better place to perish, to be sure. Mount Elodio, in the words of Molten Malith, the wild witch. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Elodio involved no amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion, no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, the sensation that we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites and felt, together, for the first, a sense of freedom, unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrade shall illuminate in greater detail. So each of these chapters is about something different. Okay. Celestial landmarks, in the words of Lusglorian Hundred Minds, the scholar. Do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe your everything to them. Perhaps one day, even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For how is it that something can be shared, but still contained within ourselves, in its entirety? Oh, knowledge. Shared, but still contained. The stars did not respond, but set me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks, which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land and see ourselves, in a new light. The Book of Rites, in the words of Lusglorian Hundred Minds, the scholar. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Ark, to the great beyond for deeds irredeemable. Suffice it that the details of their banishment are written in this book. The sisters and the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light, and the indefinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you in turn. The words within this book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text, to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. The stars above, as they are not mere lights, these are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Arch within their prison here, give them our thanks. It's probably the Beyonder Orb or something. Nine triumvirates, in the words of Ha'ub the Swallow, the Accursed. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill. But the horned one, Mur, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what? I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Mur is stubborn, more than I. Now herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirates. For I am of this land, unlike the rest, who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity rise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. I was going to say, aren't there 10? But I think the Nightwings are the 9th. On Commonwealth, in the words of Tithys, the Blessed Born, we, the 8, assembled here together in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off recognize its qualities and also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought that they could take me anywhere. and then they took me here where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society. A free society, with wings spread wide for everyone. Cool. Considering who insults. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you, or just cripple you for life. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Oh wait, is she blind? Oh. Does she never... I guess she never opens her eyes, does she? Huh. Through glory's battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master. Ah, but I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the staunchest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. Ah, but what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such details. I would have bored myself to death back then if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted until it is taken away. So, given your mortality, what say that we get back to business here? Okay. We'll try this guy again. As long as he is ready for more pain, I shall be happy to oblige. Ah. Ah, gosh dang it. Okay. So I read something here that said that, like, take advantage of his maneuverability. Ah. It just takes practice, I guess. Well, that's that then. And you got me again. Okay, well, I need to keep doing this, I guess. Alright. Dang it! What? Okay. So, flying helps, definitely. I forgot he could actually fly. Dang it! There we go. Okay. Dang it! Wow, they are very fast. They run all the way across. What? I was there! Ugh. Well, I'm getting there. I scored once. That's progress. Okay. Here we go. Dang it! Okay. One down. I think I have to hit it 5 times, I think. Dang it. I rush in and they just jump over me. I think it would be fun to get good at this. There we go. Excellent. Progress. 2 more times. Okay, I need to hit it 4 times. Okay, great. Well, then. I was close. I was getting there. I might just end the episode after this. After I complete this, I guess. Excellent. There we go. I've been clicking a lot. I realized I can just hold the mouse button down and move it around. Dang it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, 2 more times. Just like that. Dang it! There we go. Let them come to me. 1 more time. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. I'm sure the voice actor for Tizo had a lot of fun with it. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. You know what? I'll do Phase Scribe Trial as well. Have you back and wonders what it is that Sandra granted you. You look closer to the new artifact in your possession. Ha'ub's Wing. Geo's Flutter and Zip abilities cost less stamina than usual. That's pretty good. That is kind of fun. You know what? I'll do Phase Scribe Trial. Why not? I must admit I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there is more to her than that. Let us bring her forth. Soon Faye arrived and heeded the summons. The scribes! I think that if I listen carefully that I can hear them calling out to me. So I wondered previously why she was called the Moon-Touched Girl. But then when I think a couple episodes back I looked at her bio briefly, and saw that people just kind of banished her because she was just odd and unusual and kind of crazy. And I'm also aware that, moon touched is probably the Commonwealth's way of saying crazy, of a lunatic, if you will, lunacy, luna. So moon touched probably means lunacy to them. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is, you answer to me here. Wow. Okay, I will. Such naive enthusiasm. Now be silent. It is plain to me that you have much to learn yet about the rites. But you have learned something, and I would see you prove it, without the benefit of everyone, save for your reader. Okay. Are you out there to help me with this, mister? Oh gosh, now we're against Tizo, are we? Okay, I need to get used to her abilities now. Well, that was stupid. Nice. Dang it! Dang it. I was gonna jump. Nice. First try, too. Okay, how did I do? How did I do? I must admit that you did better than I expected, girl. You have passed this trial of yours. Some congratulations are in order. To you, and also to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Okay. Did I imagine all of that, mister? Because I hope I didn't. Wow, what is it? What is that you have there? Kalimer's anklet. After Fae casts her aura, it can bounce off of objects and solid surfaces. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you as always very much for watching. All the best.